There is no denying that s'more is a summer flavor. It's a staple, and we must embrace it before the season ends. My next guest says these s'more cookie bars are the ultimate treat for your next summer gathering. Vaughn joining me through the screen to share her recipe for s'more cookie bars. I'm like wiping the drool off my face. Those pictures looked amazing, and anything s'more I'm always saving on my Instagram feed or printing for my recipe file. It's a good one, right?
Absolutely. This is the best.
So I'm told that you've adapted your favorite bakery-style chocolate chip cookie recipe, just given it a s'more twist.
Right, totally. This is so easy and such a fun twist for summer. It's just my basic favorite chocolate chip cookie dough recipe with a little s'mores element.
How do we make the crust? Let's start there.
Yeah, so it's a graham cracker crust, of course, and you just mix some graham crackers, sugar, butter. My favorite little graham cracker crust tip for this or pies, whatever you're doing. Put it in a Ziploc bag, roll it out, and then add your butter and all your other ingredients straight to the bag. Let this be your bowl, and then you just throw this away. You're skipping a whole other dish. So I love it.
Love it, and I imagine with a graham crust, you could do this recipe semi-homemade if you were in a time crunch of some kind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, for sure. You could do this in pie form. You could do it so flexible.
All right,
and then I just kind of pat down the crust. And then you bake this first, so it kind of has a nice firm crust.
Good.
And then you're just going to take your cookie dough. Again, it's just a chocolate chip cookie dough. You could also semi-home make this in a pinch, get your Toll House tub or something. And you just add marshmallows to it. But it really changes the texture after it bakes. It's so good and gooey. And you could also mix this. I'm doing it by hand, so you could kind of see it a little bit better. But you could mix this up really easily in your KitchenAid or Bosch, just any mixer.
Well, you just added the gooey factor, which is what takes, I think, any cookie recipe, especially from good to great, right? When you've got that nice stretch of mallow just working into your mouth.
Right. So you've baked your graham cracker crust, and then you're just going to layer the cookie dough on top of that. Super easy.
I am totally making this, Lori. I'm so excited.
Isn't it so easy? Yeah, and it's perfect. We make it all year round, but it just kind of screams like end of summer.
Yes, so you spread out the cookie dough. Does the chocolate come now or later?
So later. So I'm going to spread this out, and then you're going to bake it again for about 15 minutes. And then once it's mostly par baked a little bit, it's starting to get golden.
Okay.
You will, I won't finish spreading that out, but you'd spread it out all the way in the pan, right? And then when it's par baked, you'll add additional mallows and then those chocolate squares on top. You could do Hershey bar squares. I've done Ghirardelli squares, just whatever you're feeling. You'll layer those on top after it's a little bit par baked, and then finish baking. And then you have just these really yummy golden, like it came from a campfire.
Look at that. Exactly how the top of a s'more dessert is supposed to look, with the marbled marshmallow and chocolate.
Yes.
How do you like to serve these?
So I just cut them up. Another tip when you're prepping this is I've lined my pans with a bit of parchment paper, which really, really helps, because you could just pull this out. This whole thing out, transfer it, and then just do nice, easy cuts. But you could also just cut it out of the pan and just serve them as bars.
Listen, I stopped myself from saying smart cookie. You're a smart cookie. another last dish to scrub. Hey, where can we get more recipes and ideas from you, Lori?
Yeah, so I have tips and recipes on my Instagram page, and then my website, lowskitchenco.com.
It's one that you aren't just eating with a napkin, but you kind of need the wet wipes handy, right? It's going to be one of those.
Right, a little bit.
Yes,
but it's such a crowd pleaser.
The best kind. All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.